Hello, my name is Amber Clark, and for my topic on informerical, it'll be about e-cigarettes. First, I like to leave a question with you. Which is it? Is e-cigarettes good for you or bad for you? For starters, let's go with the good for you.
-1. I'm tired of being a walking ashtray. -2. I'm tired of feeling guilty every time I want to light up. I'm Steven Dorff. I've been a smoker for 20 years, and I just found the smarter alternative. Blue e-cigs. Blue lets me enjoy smoking without it affecting the people around me. Because it's vapor, not tobacco smoke. That means no ash. And best of all, no offensive odor. With Blue, you can smoke at a basketball game if you want to. And how about not having to go outside every 10 minutes when you're in a bar with your friends? The point is, you can smoke Blue virtually anywhere. We're all adults here. It's time we take our freedom back. Come on, guys. Rise from the ashes.
And then second, is e-cigarettes bad for you? And here's a short clip from YouTube.
There's an epidemic spreading. Scientists say it can change your brain. It can release dangerous chemicals like formaldehyde into your bloodstream. It can expose your lungs to acrolein, which can cause irreversible damage. It's not a parasite, not a virus, not an infection. It's vaping.
Therefore, there were two. So with that gives you two videos of the opinions about people having opinions on e-cigarettes. So with that, the question is, are they really good for us? People say they are less harmful than regular cigarettes, or they help them stop smoking from normal cigarettes. So with that, common quotes that people say is that it's not bad for us. But the real question is that, what are the bad consequences of e-cigarettes? And if so, is there a way to prove that e-cigarettes can still be harmful? Facts about e-cigarettes. They are relatively a new topic in the smoking industry. Not many things are known about them compared to the original cigarettes, but here are some informations that are available. Center of Disease Control and Prevention mentioned that e-cigarettes are electronic devices that heat a liquid and produce an aerosol, or a mix of small particles in the air. And the users who inhale e-cigarettes aerosol can go into their lungs. So with that, bystanders can also breathe in this aerosol when the user exhales it into the air. So with that, it's similar to secondhand smoke. Another thing about e-cigarettes is that they come in many shapes and sizes. For example, they look like regular cigarettes, cigars, or pipes. Or some look like US flash drives, pins, and other everyday items. Larger devices such as tank systems or mods do not look like other tobacco products. So with that, most of these e-cigarettes have a battery, a heat element, and a place to hold liquid. And sometimes they are known by different names like e-cigs, e-hookahs, modes, vape pens, vapes, tank systems, and electronic nicotine delivery systems called ENDS. And sometimes using e-cigarettes, they call it vaping or juuling. Stats about e-cigarettes. One of them is called Juul, which is a brand of e-cigarette that is shaped like a USB flash drive. Juul e-cigarettes have a high level of nicotine. And according to the manufacturer, a single Juul pod contains as much nicotine as a pack of 20 regular cigarettes. And the problem is that New outlets and social media sites report widespread use of juul by students in schools, also in classrooms and bathrooms. E-cigarettes have become increasingly popular among the US adolescents relatively to regular cigarettes. In 2015, there was a high percentage of adolescents and high school students who used e-cigarettes in the past 30 days than had smoking regular cigarettes. For example, 8th graders had 9.5% versus 3.6%. 10th grade had 14.0% versus 6.3%. And 12th graders had 16.2% versus 11.4%. And the reasons why some adolescents or young adults have used e-cigarettes is that they think that there is no harm, or 50% have thought of it as a curiosity, or 40% have thought of it as a good flavor, while approximately 10% used e-cigarettes to aid in smoking cessation. So with that, what are the harms of e-cigarettes? Directed more towards the kids and teenagers, eventually leading kids to smoking actual cigarettes in the future. In 2018, National Academy of Medicine report found that there was some evidence that e-cigarettes use increases the frequency and amount of cigarettes smoking in the future. Therefore, the nicotine can cause harm to parts of the brains that control the attention, learning mode, and impulse control. And with that, it could be harm because the brain develops until the age of 25. And so with that, overall, nicotine can change the way these synapses are formed. Some of the short-term effects of e-cigarettes is that the defective ones can cause some fires or explosion causing serious injuries, can cause poison by swallowing, breathing, or absorbing e-cigarette liquids through the skin or eyes. It can cause mouth and throat irritation, dry cough, or the glycerol vapor components can cause or dry out mucous membranes and eyes, and therefore the nicotine can cause dizziness, nausea, or vomiting. Long-term effects is that the ingredients in e-cigarette aerosol can harm the lungs in the long term. So with that, it could cause volatile organic compounds, ultrafine particles to go deep inside the lungs, can cause cancer-causing chemicals, heavy metals such as nicotine, and lead, or flavors such as diacetyl, a chemical linked to serious lung disease. So with that, in conclusion, even though e-cigarettes do have fewer harmful chemicals than burning cigarettes, overall, just like tobacco cigarettes, e-cigarettes is unsafe for young people. Some advices to overcome e-cigarettes is that you could set a good example, or for help, you could visit smokefree.gov or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Or you could talk with your children or teens about why e-cigarettes are harmful. By doing so, you could start at an early age when they're early or young, or you could seek out help by making an appointment with the child's healthcare provider, speak with your child's teacher or school administration about enforcement of tobacco-free school grounds, policies, and tobacco prevention curriculums. And lastly, encourage your children to learn about the facts and tips of quitting tobacco products at teensmokefree.gov. And with this, here are my references.